Yes, ma'am.
Shall I start, ma'am? Good evening, one and all. I am Prajwal Shetty, student member from KD Technological University, Hubli, herein taken immense pleasure in welcoming you all to this online special lecture titled Peace and Trust, the New Currency of 2021, organized by the enthusiastic team of North Karnataka Management Association. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Vikram Shirur, President, North Karnataka Management Association, Hubli, to present the opening remarks for this session.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you to this first program of NKMA this evening on an online platform to listen to a very inspiring speaker, Dr. Brahma Kumari Sunita Didi, who will be speaking on a topic of great importance in our lives: peace, trust, and love, especially in this, which is going to be the new currency for the year 2021. The world is gripped by a pandemic which has crippled the world for over a year now, leaving disastrous consequences of immense proportions. This is leading to a lot of turmoil in the minds of people, people suffering from depressions, people suffering from paranoia and the like. And everyone is afraid that if they are in contact with someone who has this pandemic, they could end up with a lot of difficulties. During this time, we need someone who could guide us through this sort of a pandemic situation. And none else but Dr. Sunita Didi, PhD, who is a management consultant, a global peace awardee, ambassador of peace awardee, and many more such awards. NKMA has been at the forefront. Brahma Kumaris is a worldwide spiritual movement dedicated to personal transformation and world renewal, founded in India in 1937. The Brahma Kumaris have spread over 110 countries, with their spiritual headquarters being at Mount Abu in India. Coming to our association, NKMA is affiliated to All India Management Association, New Delhi, with a history of over 2 decades in promoting management movement. We work with a mission to facilitate good management practices at all levels of an organization, and with a vision to promote management movement and build excellence in management. I take this opportunity to mention our founder members who played a very key role in imparting management skills in organizations of North Karnataka. Mr. Mohan Sirur, Mr. M.S. Bidasaria, Mr. Bharat Kimji, Dr. Bhagwati Prasad, Mr. Honnati, and there are so many others whose names I cannot recall at the moment, but they've all contributed in starting this institution, the North Karnataka Management Association, in order to promote amongst the industries here and businesses for modern management practices. Along with them, there have been a few members also to be mentioned who have subsequently actively contributed by sharing their knowledge of good management practices for the overall development of management education in this region. Dr. Ashok Chachadi, Dr. Rudgi, Dr. Ashok Shettar, the late, the late Mr. Tushar Vikamsi, and Mr. Porwal. I look forward for more and more events, lectures, and the like being conducted and attended to by our members to promote good management practices within their organizations. For this program, I have requested many of you to involve not just yourself, but your staff as well as your family members, because Sunita Didi would like to see that every one of you would get some kind of a good, enthusiastic feeling about the new year that is coming up. Before I request the speaker, Dr. Sunita ji, to take over the mic, I wish all of you a very happy, safe, and healthy 2021. Dr. Sunita ji, may I request you to please take over.
Thank you, sir, for your energetic and power packed words. Sisters Beyond Borders in the path of non-profit with a philanthropic vision and collaborative spirit, there are women who have come forward, made everyone proud for what they have done and achieved. We are so grateful that we have them with us today. Rajyogini Dr. B.K. Sunita Didi ji, PhD International Management Consultant, Global Peace Guru Awardee, Ambassador for Peace Awardee, Lifetime Achiever for Positive Energizer Awardee. Born in 1969 in a business family in Mumbai, Rajyogini Dr. B.K. Sunita Didi has a powerful, clear personal video to bring science, psychology, and spirituality together in the service of developing world sovereigns through self-sovereignty. International Management Consultant Dr. B.K. Sunita Didi is a holder of PhD degree in spirituality in management after MBA from Southern Adventist University, Tennessee, USA. Associated with Brahma Kumari since 40 years, live member of its media wing. Presently, she is a senior Raj Yoga teacher at Shantivaran Brahma Kumaris, headquartered Mount Abu Road, Rajasthan. Winner of 100 plus national and international accolades, to name a few, Award in Human Values in Profession 2008, Amazing Speaker Award 2016 awarded at Washington, D.C., Outstanding Speaker Awardee at New York, USA, Distinguished Spiritual Entrepreneur Award 2016 Coimbatore, Femina Super Achiever Award Mumbai, honored with Lifetime Achiever Yoga Ratna Award by Dr. Jagdish Patel, Honorable Mayor, Surat. Honored with Women of Abundance Award. Honored with Golden Achiever Women Award. Corona Warrior Award by MMGB Trust. As a reputed international management consultant, Dr. Sunita Didi deals with behavioral issues of various corporates. To name a few, we have SR Industries, Reliance Industries, Larsen and Turbo, Indian Oil Corporation, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, Tata Group of Companies, and more. And management, technological, and medical institutes, to name a few: XLRI, IBA, Prestige, Hamilton T, MIT, BDMA, IMA, KCCI, Pioneer, VTU, Jindal Global University. Also, she's an author of a book, Key to Unlock Exam Stress. She's known for her engaging high energy style, practical wisdom, sense of humor, and her ability to make learning fun. She's active on social media like YouTube, Facebook, etc. So allow me to call upon Dr. Rajyogini B.K. Sunita Didi ji to share their teachings and blessings upon us. I would like to request our lovely audience to kindly put in your questions at the end of the session for the smooth flow of the program. Thank you.
Om Shanti and Namaste to all of you. Thank you so much, North Karnataka Management Association President Mr. VIKRAM SIRUR ji, Secretary Dr. Sanjay ji, and your entire team, as well as I heartily thank our director of Brahma Kumari's Hubli Zone, our respected BK Rajyogini Nirmala Didi ji, to have given this wonderful opportunity to me at the end of this year 2020, before beginning the new year 2021. And what a wonderful topic you have chosen, and that is the new currency of the new year 2021. Yes, which is the need of the hour today, isn't it? And as you have said, Mr. Vikram Singh about the 2020 year, about being a pandemic year. And in this year, actually, we should be thanking Corona, because it is Corona that has taught us and, in fact, reminded us of this wonderful lesson that if you have money, you can buy what you want to buy from that money. But please take care to not to lose on those things which you cannot buy with the money. That's very, very important, because what we are considering today, and even before Corona, what are we doing is we are earning very, very hard to buy whatever we want to buy. We are earning very hard to earn this money and to also buy whatever we want in life, which is not only giving us comfort, but which we feel that should also give us happiness. And this is where we are actually facing that tension, the stress, the depression. So it's not only because of Corona that, there's depression, there's fear, but even before Corona, we have seen that there was all these negativity in the atmosphere, in our surroundings. The reason being is that we were working hard for all that we wanted to get. It's not only in the form of the physical things, but we are working hard that through those physical things, we should also get the feeling of satisfaction. We should get that feeling of peace within us. Because whenever we ask any person, then why are you working day and night so hard? Why are you putting so much of hard endeavors in whatever you're doing? The answer is that it is for the peace and happiness of my family. And this is the reason that we have made peace and happiness the outcome of all those things that are available in the world that is outside us. Failing to understand that peace and happiness cannot be bought with that hard-earned money that we have. But it is to be actually caught up in our life. It is there within us, not in the world outside. And whatever is there within us, we need to step back and look inside us. And when we step back and look inside us, then we get connected with our original qualities, our originality. And that is when we are connected with our originality, we find that yes, my original nature is of peace. My religion is of peace. And when I am in that consciousness of my original qualities, and that who I am originally, what is my real identity? And in that identity, when I stabilize my mind, is there, I find that peace within. But what have we been doing is, instead of looking inside, we have always been looking outside for peace. We have been looking outside for love, for trust. United Nations has declared 2021 as an international year of peace and trust, which is very, very the need of the hour today. And therefore, let us also invoke this new year with this new currency of peace and trust based on the love. So when I am connected with my original self, that I am peace, automatically, when my mind is at peace, I create very pure and positive thoughts for my own self. And I have that thought of trust for myself that yes, I can do what I want to do. I have the potentiality to do it and I can do it. And when I have this quality of trusting my own self, not doubting my qualities, but trusting my own self, then I radiate that quality outside and I can then trust others. We are, working very hard to be trustworthy and to trust others, but we need to focus upon our own self. We need to see that are we really trusting ourselves? And in order to trust ourselves, in order to find that peace within, the base is what is shown here on this point, and that is love. Because unless I don't love myself, I cannot trust myself and I cannot find that peace within me. So we see that trust is a very important foundation of our life. And in today's world, when we are interdependent, this is the glue. Trust is the glue which actually combines us together. But in order to use this trust as our currency, to earn this trust as our currency, to invest into this currency of trust, it's very important that we focus on loving our own self. Because, when you love a person, you want to give your best to that person. You take care that you do not hurt that person. So also, when I love myself, let me step back and check that am I feeling hurt of anything? Anybody said anything which is not my way? Anybody done anything which has hurt my self-esteem? Then it is this hurt. If I am feeling that hurt, that means I do not love myself. So if I really want to love myself, let me be free from all these type of hurts. Let me be free from blaming other people for my state of the mind. Let me be free from comparing myself with others. So this is then I would say that I love myself. Just as when you love someone, you give the best of yours to that person. So let me check for myself that when I say that I love myself, do I give the best thought to myself every time, every moment, every breath that I take? Am I creating the best thoughts that I can create for myself? So when I do that, no matter what the situation is outside, no matter what the circumstance we are in outside, but inside, if I can give my best to myself, if I can create a very perfect best thought for myself, it may be a very simple thought, just one thought that whatever happened for a good. Whatever is happening for better. And whatever will happen for the best. Just this simple one thought, which gives me a very, very good feeling, a feeling of satisfaction, an inner feeling of happiness. If I can do that for my own self, then I love myself. And if I love myself, then I fill myself with that love. And once I'm full of that love, automatically I flow that love outside. And no matter how this person may be outside, no matter whatever type of sanskaras, the character that person might be having, no matter whatever the situation it may be, it was corona yesterday, it could be anything else today, it could be worse tomorrow. You cannot predict. But if I love myself, then I will give the best to myself no matter whatever the worst situation is there outside, because I'm able to find that present that worst situation is bringing along with it. I'm able to look for that positivity in that dark cloud, that silver lining. If I love myself. So I need to check that in this when only we are having 2 nights left over to begin this new year of 2021. Let me take this resolve to love myself always and to give the best to myself, to create the best and the right thoughts for my own self always. And when I do that, I will start trusting myself. I will start feeling, that in that energy of love, I will be able to trust my capabilities. Everyone is gifted with one God gift. And I will be able to look for that God gift within me. And I work upon that God gift. And when I start working upon that, I can find that peace and solace within me. And that will again help me to trust myself. And when I can do that with me, I'm certain I can do that with others, because whatever is outside is only a reflection of what I am inside. So if outside I find that there is distrust, if outside I find that there is stress, if outside I find that there's a lot of negative energy, then let me take a step back and look at myself first and look at my thoughts. Are there the same negativity, what I'm finding outside? Yes. You will find that they are there inside me. And therefore, I need to only rectify my thoughts. I do not require to change what is outside. As it is, they are not in my control. And it's just wastage of time and energy working on changing what is outside. But investing on this coin of peace and trust and love in myself will actually give me multi-million fold of energy within me. It will double fold my energy. And therefore we have this 2-0. It is, double fold the energy which is yourself. The zero is here, the self. I'm connecting myself with that ultimate zero, that is the point of light, the God Himself. So, double zero, when I am myself, the original, the self, and connect with the God who is the seed of this entire tree and who is like a zero, the seed of the tree. And I, the seed here, the soul, which is the seed here inside, when I connect with these 2 zeros, then for 21 births, I will be double rich materialistically as well as spiritually. Today, we are finding that the economy is gone down. Material economy has gone down. The reason is the spiritual economy. We are not focused upon that. We need to increase our spiritual economy. The more we increase our spiritual economy, material economy is only the shadow of it, and it will certainly follow us. It has to follow the light. The shadow always has to follow the light. But if you're going behind the shadow, then what is going to happen? We are not going to get the shadow. It is going to go far and far away from us, as it is happening nowadays, because we are only and only after money, money, and money. And the poorest is the one who has only money, money, and nothing else. And the richest is the one who may not have the money. If money is lost, nothing is lost. But the richest is one who is rich in character, who is rich in peace, trust, and love, which is our original character, which is our original sanskar, which is our real identity. And when we are rich in this light which is inside us, then the shadow, the material economy will automatically rise. That does not mean that we do not, work and go on jobs and do jobs and all. But it only means that what do we give the priority to? The priority is the stability that we need to have inside here, the peace that we need to have inside here, the love, the trust that we require to have it inside here for our own self, for I who wants to be rich, I who wants to be successful, I who wants to actually have my net worth increased. So it's I who want to do everything. But if I wants to do everything, then let me also focus on I, the soul. And when I focus on me, the soul, then I realize that yes, peace is my religion. Trust is my original quality. It is my character. It is my, identity. It is my treasure. And love is what I am. It is the inheritance of God's love that is there within me. And when I have all these three, then automatically, my future is like 16 celestial qualities, all complete. And that is a perfect deity and a deity world. That is a golden aged world. So 2021 is telling us that now, if we focus and invest on this new currency, then for 21 births to come, we will be free of all types of tension, all types of negative energy, all types of circumstances, all types of illnesses, and everything will be at its number one net worth, at its highest, very, very positive energy and vibrations. And in order to invoke this world on this earth, it's very important that we focus on now, in the present moment. Let go of whatever has been in the past. Not to hold on what was there in the past, which we do not want to remember. Yes, we do learn the lessons from the past. And from those lessons, we take what we want today. And then we go ahead and move forward in our to brighten our future, and that is to focus in the present, because it is in the present that we sow the seeds for the future. And therefore it's very important that we use this trust as a currency in our relationship. It's like even in a business, if you see that wherever there is trust in the amongst the people, wherever there is trust amidst the boss and the subordinates, the performance level is always high and the cost always goes down, because wherever the trust is high, the performance will be high. The cost which is incurred on other things, that reduces. One example which I came across was about this, Warren Buffett. When he was wanted to acquire one company which is worth $23 billion company, Maclean Distribution from Walmart, at that time, he just took 2 hours to decide. And the deal was over within 2 hours because of the high trust between both the companies. And they saved so much of money that they would otherwise have to spend on all the legal formalities and all on investment of other things and all those things which they would require to do, and it would take so much of time, so many years to do that, isn't it? And we see this Google, its online platform, it has, based on the trust, principle of trust, that it has allowed people working from home. It's not saying where, wherever you may be located, but working from home, working online, we can, achieve whatever we want to achieve. So every day we see, whether it's business, whether it's any relationship, you know, whether it's, very small interactions that we do, everywhere it is this principle of trust which is actually given importance. And therefore, it's very important that we use this trust, we earn this trust, this currency of trust. We focus on this currency of trust in 2021 because, as it is, because of Corona, there has been the social distancing. And because of social distancing, sometimes people say, this trust becomes a factor to whether we should trust or not. Just one example, a practical example in this year, one brother just narrated to me that, he was so much disturbed because of one of his mistake in his business. He could not focus. And because of the loss, that happened, he lost his trust from his boss, he lost his trust from his peers, he lost his trust from everybody. And he was so disheartened that nobody was supporting him. And he was so disheartened that he said, it's just like, I just don't want to live this life and I just want to commit suicide. And it's, I feel like now I cannot tolerate anymore all the loss and all the things. And then he suddenly, he just, he sat in silence and he got that intuition from inside that he should start creating positive thoughts, he should start creating trust for himself. And he came across certain motivating videos pertaining on that. He came across people, his his relatives and his other friends who motivated him to trust upon his own self, to trust upon his qualities, to just think over that one positive thing, to count upon his blessings that he is having in the present moment. And he started doing that. And once he started doing that, after some time, he found a new change in him, a new vibration of hope in him. And because of that new energy of hope and all that, and that new confidence that he gained himself, he started actually thinking of opportunities. He started thinking of alternatives. What could be the other alternatives that he could work upon? And he started thinking about the solutions. And once he started doing that, slowly and slowly, he found that the doors were being opened for him. He found that the peers and the other people in his company, even they started changing their attitude towards him. So it was a change of attitude in him first that brought about a change of attitude in the outside world, in others also. And slowly the doors started opening, the things started becoming smooth. And today he's in a position that he feels better of himself. There's a ray of hope. And he feels that, yes, in the coming year, he will be the best of himself and everything will go fine. And this is what is creating ray of hope in others too. I can also, narrate one very practical incident that happened, that one of lady who called upon me just about maybe a month before Diwali. She was from Hubli only. And she just called upon me and she said, Didi, I have lost my husband. I don't know where he has gone. And I'm really feeling very, very disturbed. And I have a small baby to look after. And, she started crying that please meditate and I should get my husband back. And I don't know where he is, what is. And she had informed the police and the relatives was looking after him, everything. And she said, please help me and meditate that he comes back soon. So what I told her was that, sister, look, I will surely meditate for you, but unless you don't do it for yourself, the things are not going to work out that best that you really want or the fast that you really want. So you need to work upon yourself. So just now, instead of crying, stop crying and create a positive thought now itself that your husband is safe wherever he is. Trust. Trust him. Tell him that you trust him. Tell him that you really love him. Tell him that you forgive him for whatever has happened. And you just create a positive thought that he is safe and sound wherever he is and he has returned home. Visualize that he has returned home and have full faith that he has returned home. Not that he will also, but he has returned. Just visualize that and do this continuously. Do not waver. If you do this continuously and if you meditate like that, you know, it's guaranteed that wherever he is, he will remain safe and he will return one day. So, she said, okay, I'll do that, but you also please do meditate. I said, fine. And then after a few days, she again called up that sister, nothing has happened, no news now, what to do? And she said, please do something. I said, you continue with whatever is your positivity, you continue. It will work. Have faith in yourself, have faith in your God, and keep that peace in your mind because your energy is radiating to Him, and that is actually creating a canopy of security around Him. So continue with your peace, your positivity, your trust, your love for Him, and your trust in God. And she did that. And just few days before Diwali, she called up again that Didi, my husband has come back home. He is there with me again. Thank you so much. And this was a very practical example of how the energy of positivity, the energy of trust, the energy of peace, the energy of love practically works in our life. And this is not only one incident, there have been so many incidents, who have come in contact with us. And there are so many practical examples of this being successful when we are investing into this currency, how it grows, how we become rich with this currency within. And when we are rich with this currency within, then everything outside opens up and everything outside is in our favor. So it's very important that we invest in this currency. In a company, what happened? I'll give you one example of a company. One brother who was, in a very good position in a bank, in a global bank, and he told me, it was about a few years ago, I remember he telling me that during that time he had a particular strategy that if that would be implemented, then everything would go very fine. And in fact, there would be more profit in his company, and it would yield more better results. So he was trying to work upon that, but there were very few powerful souls, he said, in that company, which were not allowing his function to work upon. And so what happened was he was not able to implement his strategy. And then he said that he went to his boss, and his boss said that I have trust in you. So you go ahead. And if anything untowards happens or whatever, you need support of mine, I will take care of that. And if anything else is happening from other people, we will also see to change their perspective, what we can do to change their perspective. But you go ahead with whatever you have, and I am there with you. And when his boss, said like this, with that assurance, he went ahead. And at the later stage, everything went on very smooth for him. And there were fantastic results for that bank. And the other people who were actually not allowing his function to work, they also, they also started saying that we are very sorry that we did that. We didn't realize that this could work like that. And they were also very happy. Then this year, what happened? That his subordinate, this person, his subordinate, was actually having some problem convincing about his ideas with his peers. And so he was afraid that, his peers might go and tell him that, see, this guy is not doing well, his brother is not doing well. So you please, by saying bad about him at the back and then telling that you fire him and all that. So his subordinate was, very, very in doubt as to what to do. So when he saw him that my subordinate is in doubt, he had this opportunity to pay the trust that he had gained from his boss to forward it to his subordinate. And he told his subordinate, he called him in his room and he told him that don't worry, I am there with you. And if at all you listen to all the peers to what they are saying, and if at all nothing works, you still go ahead with your suggestions and I will be there to back you. And then others will also realize at the later stage. He did the same way, his subordinate did the same way as he told him. And later on, what happened that his suggestions were implemented. And when his suggestions were implemented, just because his boss had trust in him, his suggestions were implemented. And that brought profit to the company. And the peers again realized that how they were actually, not doing good by not supporting him. So when we trust our people, and when people have trust in us, this trust is actually a currency which increases the profit in our business. So let's, in this 2021, earn this trust by keeping up our commitments, by valuing our values that are there within us, those values like keeping up to the commitments, being honest, being loveful, being at peace, solving the situations, solving the conflicts in a peaceful way, not in a violent way, making resolves with our own self that I will be connected with my originality and I will connect with the originality of the others. I will see the others' original identity and not their present sanskars which they are working with. And when I can do that with myself, I can do that with others. And when I am committed, when I'm consistent with whatever I say, I do it, and I have a very high character. I work on my character. And when I'm doing this by not being self centric, but by becoming a giver, as you see in this picture, that a deity is the one who is always giving and giving and giving, who is never asking, but who is always giving. So a person can only earn trust who can always give trust. So if I can give peace, I can always give love. If I am caring for others, there are some people who think that let me do what I can do for myself, because who will otherwise do for me? So let me gain for what I can gain for myself. Otherwise, who is there to look after me? But then there are others also who says that let me care for others. And when I care for others, automatically my interest will be taken care of. And this is the law of the universe. And this is also what God says, that go on giving, go on being caring, go on being compassionate, go on being positive, no matter whatever is there in the situation outside. And when you are always a giver and a giver and a giver, then automatically you earn that currency. You invest yourself in this currency of trust. And when this grows, then you have everyone supporting you. So this is very important. It's the foundation which we need to strengthen in this new year 2021. And let us work upon earning this currency. Let us work upon investing in this currency. Let us work upon focusing on this currency of peace, trust, and love, always and always. And we can do that through meditation, because it is in meditation that we connect with this original currency of ours. It is in meditation that we connect with God, who is always the giver of this currency. So let us do that now. Let us take a moment and step back, sit back straight, and with a sweet smile on our face, very lovingly, let us connect with our own self. Visualize with our third eye here in the center of the forehead that I am a shining star full of love, and I love myself. I radiate this love to each and everyone around. And when I look back in this year, 2020, I radiate this loveful wishes to all those who have loved me, to all those who have helped me, to all the Corona warriors, and also to all those who have been a challenge to me. Because it is they who have increased my this power of love. Because it is them whom I have heard, from whom I have learned a very good lesson. And the lesson is, whatever happens, happens for a cause. A very good cause. Whatever is happening is all good. And whatever will happen is going to be the best. So I trust my innate potentialities, giving a deaf ear to them who is surrounded with negative energy, who says you can't do anything. And listening to my inner intuition. I trust my intuition. And I'm committed to it. I listen to my Godfather, who is like that Jamban who told Hanuman that you can do it. It's my Godfather who is telling me that, child, you can do it. And I trust him. God's power is with me. I'm filled with double the energy, 2-0. I, my own self, a powerful soul, and God, the seed of this universe, the Almighty, Supreme Soul. And this double energy of peace, trust, and love within myself and connected with my Godfather, I'm ensured not only in this birth, but for 21 births of golden age, abundance of material as well as spiritual wealth, best of health, best of prosperity and happiness. And with this right thought, I step with my right foot, that is the right thought, into the new year, 2021. Investing my time, my breath, my every moment in this new currency of peace, trust, and love. So, if we practice this meditation, make it a resolve from now onwards, and start investing in this currency from now onwards, before going to sleep at night as a must. When we wake up in the morning, the first thing is to do this, to invest in this currency, to meditate upon ourselves with God, and in throughout the day, for a minute of every hour, as well as whenever we are drinking water and whenever we are eating food. If we continuously make a resolve to just think about investing in this new currency, it is certain that we will gain whatever we want to gain in our life. We will make our dreams come true, and then we'll see what magic happens. So let's make this 2021 a magical year for us by investing in this new currency. And you see, in this currency, peace has been resembled by two words: trust by cooperation, interdependence, trusting each other. And love is in the lotus flower, which is, in love with everyone and yet detached. There is not a speck of the muddy water on the lotus. It has all its family inside the water, but it is detached and above that. So, love with detachment, not being attached, that is the true love. And that love will actually enhance the trust and bring the peace in our lives. So, wish you a very, very prosperous, peaceful, trustworthy, loveful 2021. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of spirituality and wisdom, which has surely kept our viewers spellbound. Here we have blessings from our second guest speaker, Rajyogini PK Nirmala Didi ji, Director Brahma Kumari, Hubli Subzone. Rajyogini Nirmala Didi was born in Davangere, Karnataka in the year 1954. After completing her BA, B.Ed and LLB degrees from AVK and RL Law Colleges Davangere, she entered into spiritual field doing godly services from 1975. In 1976, Didi dedicated her life to Brahma Kumari's organization as a spiritual teacher at Hubli Brahma Kumari's Center. Since then, she has been organizing many shiviras, melas, pravachana's, and Gita Gostis in different parts of Karnataka. In 1980, she became in charge of Hubli zone and became popular in Karnataka, Kerala, and Andhra Pradesh by spreading spiritual and moral teachings to the people of these states. In 1995, along with Rajayogi Rajashri Basavaraj Bhai, Nirmala Didi established Yellapur Tapovan Retreat Center where value and spiritual knowledge training is given to teachers, officers, Anganwadi teachers, sportspersons, professionals, etc. Thousands of people are benefited by practical wisdom explained and trained by Nirmala Didi. As a good writer, she has been publishing monthly magazine Vishwanava Nirman from past 45 years and is a popular personality appearing in many conferences. Presently, Nirmala Didi is in charge of Brahma Kumari Karnataka subzone, administrator of about 200 Brahma Kumari centers, 50 Gita Pathshalas, and 250 teaching centers in and around Karnataka. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Divine brothers and sisters, and also the respected President Sir Shri Vikram Shirudi and Secretary Dr. Sanjay Kotwagi ji of North Karnataka Management Association, and also in the remembrance of God. He is the word is established. God the Supreme. He is the world benefactor. And National Year of Peace and Trust 2021.
Starting again. Please play the audio. Please do not mute your audio, otherwise you have muted your audio, so we are not able to live and listen to the video. Please unmute your audio, Prajwalji. Prajwalji, your video audio is fine, but your Zoom audio is muted. Please unmute yourself, Prajwalji.
आवाज
Yes, now you play the
ಹಲೋ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಆ ಎಂಟಿನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಐತೆ ನಾ ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗತ್ತೈತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ
Now you will play the video, Prajwalji.
Hello?
Yes. Yes, we can listen to you, Prajwalji. Now you play the video. You may...
Ujjwal, any issue?
You may restart the video. You had actually muted yourself and therefore the video has stopped. So you may restart the video.
Hello?
Yes, please restart the video.
From starting?
Yes.
No, just stop the share screen. Restart. Yeah. Close the video and restart. It was working fine before when we had tried. Do not mute yourself when you're playing the video. So till the video starts, are there any questions there on YouTube? Okay, the video starts.
Didi, if it is okay for you, shall we take up the QA meanwhile?
Yes.
Because I am afraid the participant will be waiting. If it is okay, shall we take up the QA?
Sure.
Gayatri, can you check up the QAs?
Hello?
Gayatri, you can unmute.
Sir, isn't the video audible and visible, sir?
No, Prajwal. There's some problem technically which is there.
Shall I try once again, sir?
You can keep on trying, but we will now go with the question answer session. Yeah, video is running. We are not able to.
You and brothers and sisters, and also the respected President Sir Shri Vikram Shirurji and Secretary
Dr. Sanjay Kotpagi of North Karnataka Management Association, Hubli, and also in the remembrance of God. He is the world peace establisher, God the Supreme. He is the world benefactor. And today's topic is New Sights on International Year of Peace and Trust 2021. 31st December 2020 will be completed, and now we are entering in a new year 2021. United Nations organization is celebrating this 2021 as an international year of peace and trust. In the modern world, in this scientific age, all wants peace. But peace has become peace. We can purchase medicine but not health. We can purchase food but not hunger. We can purchase bed but not sleep. So also, we cannot purchase peace in this market. Today, in this world, human beings are in the clutches of five vices, that is, sex lust, anger, greed, attachment, and egoism. In ancient India, and all over the world, we see that hundreds and thousands of wars were fought in this world to acquire a piece of land, or for women, or to acquire money. And thousands of people died in these wars. All Dharma says desire is the root cause of all sorrows, through which peacelessness is becoming vast. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvavati bharatam abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujamyaham. Whenever there is dharma glani, unlawfulness, unrighteousness, then God Himself is reincarnating in this world. It is said that one tiger is not afraid of another tiger. One snake is not afraid of another snake. But one human being is afraid of another human being. It is said that there is poison in the teeth of snake. But in human beings, full body has become poisonous. This world is full of thorns. Now it is the time of Dharmaglani. Vices, that is Panchavikaras, is the source of peacelessness and all kinds of sorrows. Peacelessness manifests itself mainly in the form of anxiety, disgrace, grief due to diseases, death, poverty, etc. To establish world peace, first, peace of mind is necessary. All individuals are having different identity, different sanskaras, different thoughts, different behavior, etc. Individuals together make society. When there is peace of mind in each individual, then world peace can be established. It is said that wars are born in the minds of the men before it starts in the battlefield. So, mental peace is essential through which world peace can be established. Brahma Kumari's institution is trying from 1936, that is from 84 years. This Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya is trying to establish world peace through peace of mind. There is the necessity of understanding one's spiritual identity. Body made of 5 elements is mortal, perishable, destructible, and divisible. But in this body, there is a soul, a tiny point of light, which plays part through this body. Without soul, there is no activity in the body. If soul goes out of the body, then that human being is said he is dead. Soul has gone, life has gone, light has gone. Atma, we pray that Atma shall rest in peace, Atma shall rest in Shanti. I am a soul, a spiritual identity, and I play part to this body. The original qualities of soul is purity, bliss, knowledge, love, etc. World peace and peace of mind will not come by doing yajnas and reciting mantras. It will come, that is, world peace can be established only if people become voiceless. God the Supreme is the tower of peace, and God is ocean of peace. By Rajyoga meditation, we can burn evils and vices. We should understand the laws of karma and how they affect one's life. As we sow, so we reap. If we sow mango seeds, we get mango sweet fruits in return. Otherwise, if we sow neem seeds, then in return we get same neem fruit which is not sweet. So also, if we do good karma, we get good fruit in return. In this world, man fights day and night to earn money, but after death, nothing comes behind us, not even this body. We have come alone and go back alone. We came here in an empty hand and go back in empty hand. God, the world peace establisher, has descended in this earth once again to establish purity and peace in this corporeal world. Meditation is essential. Inner joy is a real medicine. All attention and no tension is meditation. Awareness of the Supreme Soul is also essential. God is the Father of all souls. Awareness of God, the source of spiritual powers, is essential. Social, moral, and spiritual values, divine values, should be inculcated in human beings for one's inner development. Brahma Kumari's institution believes in the basic goodness of every human being. They believe in spiritual brotherhood. Supreme Soul is the father of all human souls. As such, we are all children of the same God and brothers and sisters that make us a global spiritual family of its own kind. The world is one and God is also only one. World change through self-change. We should practice a spiritual lifestyle that nurtures the purity of body, mind, and soul, and relationships based on a detached but loving and caring temperament. Human and social values and spiritual values are the thread that binds the whole universe of human existence across the world and over many lives. Hence, the Brahma Kumaris represent a segment of civil society that aims at the development of inherent virtuous goodness to herald the angelic living of the golden era of human existence in this universe. Om Shanti. I welcome you all to Brahma Kumaris institution so that through the mind of peace, then world peace also can be established. And I thank you, this association, that is North Karnataka Management Association, President, Secretary, and all members of this association for giving this opportunity to speak a few words about world peace. Thank you all. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of motivation. Now, I would like to request Gayatri ma'am to address the question answer section. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Prajwal. Namaste to everybody. It was really an enlightening session, and we got a lot of information. There are a few questions, ma'am. Mrs. Supriya Jadhav has asked how to keep negativity far, which is surrounding you, being known about that negativity, which we are unable to avoid. How do we keep negativity aside? I mean,
So it's like negativity is like darkness, Supriya ji. And in order to, have light and not darkness, what do when it grows dark, in the evening when everything grows dark? So in order that you do not have darkness in your home, what do? Do you make efforts that the darkness should go away? Or you just switch on the light and there the darkness goes away? So the effort is not that the negativity goes away, but the effort is to create positivity and to hold on to positivity and to radiate positivity. So continue with your positivity, that is, switch on the light of positivity, and the negativity will not affect you. Thank you.
thank you, ma'am. Personally, I have a question. This 2020 pandemic year was a roller coaster ride. I mean, it was a year which was very unpredictable and very uncertain. Uh, there were a lot of problems, and people lost their jobs, businesses were not running. And so, how do we, welcome this 2021 year and look after that survival and all, keeping peace and doing our jobs, and how the question of survival, and how do we get into it?
So, a very good question, Gayatri ji, that you have put, and that is, I think, the question of everybody today. And the answer is very simple. That is, how are you looking at 2020? Whatever may be 2020, whatever may be this 2020, whatever the incidents might have happened, whatever the situations might have happened, whatever the circumstances might have happened there, however the individuals might have behaved, but how did you look at them? That is important. How did you, how do you perceive them? That is important. And the way you have perceived them, it would be in the same way that you would perceive the 2021. You would look forward to 2021 because it is, after all, as our sanskar, so is our sansar. As is our attitude, as is our resolves, as is our value system, so is the resulted world outside for us. Whatever is inside, that is reflected outside. So, however the roller coaster rides you might have experienced, but in that roller coaster rides, what are the lessons that you have learned? What is the positivity that you could count upon? What are the blessings that you can count upon? So, if I change my way of looking at things, what meaning I give to that 2020, and if I give a positive meaning, I will certainly look forward 2021 with even more positivity. But if I look at 2020 as falling down, then maybe in 2021 I can never get up, right? And that would be the great failure. Falling down was not a failure, but never getting up would be the greatest failure. So if I look at 2020 as, regaining as a challenge which has helped to dig into my potentialities and into enhance my peace, trust, and love which is within me. I look forward to 21 to enhance more of this peace, trust, and love, not only for myself, but even for others. So it is how I look at that I will look forward to. Yes, thank you so much.
Yes. Sure, ma'am. Sure. It was really a nice, interactive, and inspirational talk from your side. I now request Prajwal to carry forward.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, even I had a question from my end, ma'am. For example, ma'am, being a student, ma'am, how can we always be motivated towards a particular goal? Like, for example, if we start studying, say, to crack some certain exam, and sometimes due to the available like we are already having the available resources, so sometimes we might feel very lazy. Like, let's not do it today. We might start it from tomorrow. So how can we, like, for example, if we have to crack some very good exams and all, like civil services, we always have to be motivated. So any suggestions from your end, like how could we get into that?
Yes. In order to be motivated, just have this one thought that I need to break the record of yesterday today, right?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Done up till now yesterday. I need to do better today. Compete
Yes,
with
ma'am.
your own self.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Comparing and competing with others, I get demotivated.
Yes, ma'am.
But when I start competing and comparing with myself, like
Yes,
what
ma'am.
I did yesterday, today I need to do better.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I will always remain motivated and enthusiastic. Then I
Yes,
need
ma'am.
to add more creativity every time in what I
Okay.
do.
Yes, ma'am.
And when I start to see that yes, the best person I can
Yes, ma'am.
always be is my own self. So
Yes,
I
ma'am.
need to meet my own self, which is the best in me, and
Yes,
always want to enhance that best in me. And that
yes,
I
ma'am.
do it only now, not
Yes,
tomorrow.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Correct. Yes,
Let me do it now, in this moment.
yes, ma'am.
This moment now is there with me. And
Yes, ma'am.
this moment now, if I am able to do it, then that
Yes, ma'am.
now becomes my past, which
Yes,
is
ma'am.
very, very good past, because in this now I have been very satisfied. I am connected with my originality of peace, trust, and love, and I'm
Yes, ma'am.
focused on this moment now. So this moment now has now become past, and when I look at that past, I feel even more happy, right? And this moment is the seed for my future.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
whatever I'm sowing now, as Didi also said, if we sow the seed of a sweet fruit, in future we will reap sweet fruit. If we sow the seed of a very sour fruit, in future we will reap that sour fruit. So if in 2021 I want to have a very good 2021, so now itself, from this moment itself, let me visualize what I want to have tomorrow. Let me do it now. Let me
Yes,
be
ma'am.
that now. Let me feel that now. Let me radiate that now. And it is there even in future with you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to request Dr. Sanjay Kotabagi, Secretary, North Karnataka Management Association, Hubli, to present the vote of thanks. Thank you.
Your audio is not audible, Sanjay ji. We are not able to listen to you. Although you are not muted, but your audio is not audible, isn't it? Prajwal ji, Gayatri ji, are you able to listen?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We are not. Just
Sanjay ji, I am able to listen to you. Please speak now.
Hello?
Yes, now it's there. Some voices come.
Hello? Now is
Please
it okay?
enhance, please enhance the volume.
Is it okay?
yes. Yes, sir.
Little better.
Okay. So, good evening, everybody. We are coming to this wonderful session amazing and wonderful session by Dr. Sunita Didi ji. Thank you, madam. I request you to kindly accept the heartfelt thanks on behalf of North Karnataka Management Association and all the members present here. Thank you very much for making us understand the relationship or proper connect between the trust, love, and peace. Thank you very much once again. And I also take this opportunity to extend the heartfelt thanks to the Nirmala Didi ji for the wonderful message she conveyed. So on this occasion, I also thank all the members of NKMA for having their presence. I'm sorry, there are some. Yeah, I'm sorry. And I thank Prajwal for your wonderful MOC, keeping us energetic throughout the program. And all the team members of NKMA, I extend heartfelt thanks. Thank you, ma'am, once again. And at the end, I would like to wish all the members a new year, happy and prosperous 2021, which should really make us to forget all the challenges and the pains we had in 2020 and get into a new journey. Thank you, one and all, and good night.
Thank you, sir. So this is me, Prajul Shetty, signing off. Stay tuned. Have a beautiful night. Thank you.
Thank you, Vikramji. Thank you so much, Om.
Thank you, and wish you all a very happy new year.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.